Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. To Harris to begin the drive. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they were going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. That's swung out wide to Harris. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And room there to work it inside the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Powerful touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. It's brought in by Harris.
Finding space at the 40. Still going. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Najee Harris, 79 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again. But we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough to fix it. Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Besito.
Nice progress down the field was halted
Otro.
by that incompletion.
Otro.
Could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Mahomes to throw.
That'll be complete to Sermon. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now it's Mahomes again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
2 seconds to go, 1st quarter. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins
With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, that's always a question.
Tienes tantas cosas en tu pequeña mochila.
10-5 touchdown.
Y está pesada.
Washington.
Ahí está la sala entonces.
Najee Harris with his
Ya
second
entonces ponle
touchdown
la sala
in
para
this
que esté
first
lista
half.
para los
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Ándale, llévatela para allá.
For the extra point.
¿Y dónde la vas a tener? ¿La vas a estar cargando
It's
todo el
up
rato?
and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Todavía falta como una hora para ir, nos falta mucho. Pues sí, pero todavía no nos podemos.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Porque todavía no es la hora de ir a la comida.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through
El
the end zone
cumpleaños de
for a
Diego.
touchback.
No. A ustedes les vamos a dejar con tutita y nosotros nos vamos a ir a la comida de Diego.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, now Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Carr rolling to his right. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Up the middle, here's Sermon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Watkins here.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's got his target, Harris. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Washington.
Najee Harris
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing. Momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he stopped immediately there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Carr. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Here's Tressway now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. They'll score that a 36-yard punt,
and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
The drive starts with a carry by Sermon.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Straight ahead, it's Sermon.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. From the gun, Sermon.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Sermon.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. That's a quick strike out to Watkins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score.
So they were down by a touch.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Now here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
And Carr's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown.
Terry McLaurin, 73 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Slide for the PAT.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
That'll be complete to Sermon.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 35.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again.
Sí, no me voy a poner la camisa y el Levi's, ¿no?
Where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right?
¿No estoy peinado ya?
Cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage.
Pero me puedes no gritar.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Pero me puedes no gritar o no?
And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one. It ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the markers. He'll stop him real short of the yellow line. Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
On the handoff, Sermon.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Again, Sermon.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a loss of 16 there. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was, oh no, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On play action, it's Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Carr to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Touchdown, Eagles.